golf balls. A professor stood before her philosophy class with a very large, empty, clear glass jar in front of her. When class began, wordlessly, she picked up a container and filled the jar completely with golf balls. She asked the students if the jar was full. Yes, they agreed. The professor then picked up a box of pebbles and poured them into the jar. She shook the jar lightly. The pebbles trickled into the open areas between the golf balls. She topped off the jar, smiled, and asked again if the jar was full. By general consensus, it was. Next, she picked up a bag of fine sand and poured it into the jar. Of course, the sand filled every crevice. She asked once more, "Is the jar full?" The students responded with a pensive, unanimous yes. "Now," she said, "I want you to recognize this jar as representing your life. The golf balls are the important things: your family, children, health, friends, favorite passions, things that if everything else was lost, your life would still be worth living. Pebbles are the other things that matter, like your job, house, and car. The sand is everything else, the small stuff. If you put the sand into the jar first," she continued, "there is no room for the pebbles or the golf balls. The same goes for life. If you spend all your time and energy on the small stuff, you will never have room for the things that matter most. Pay attention to the things critical to your happiness. Play with your children. Take time to get medical checkups. Go to dinner with your partner. Go for a bicycle ride. There will always be time to clean house or fix the disposal. Take care of the golf balls first. Set your priorities. The rest is just pebbles and sand." 2 cans of beer appeared on the table. There was absolute silence. She cracked the first tab and slowly poured the beer into the jar. The students began murmuring. Soft comments became more audible. One person cheered. Another laughed. She cracked the second one. As she slowly poured, their enthusiasm increased to a roar of clapping, shouts, and laughter. As the commotion subsided, one of the students raised his hand. With a puzzled expression, he inquired what the beer represented. The professor smiled. "I'm glad you asked. It goes to show, no matter how full your life may seem, there's always room for a couple beers."